My god. Oh my god. This setup is so good. Oh! What's up guys? It's Alana and today I'm gonna be doing a video basically talking... My camera is shaking. She's quaking. I'm a grandma. Anyway, so I thought I would do just a video talking about childhood nostalgia for those of you that were 2000s kids. I mean, I still consider myself a 2000s kid, even though I was born in 2003. There's this thing that I saw recently that was along the lines of, if you were born between 1999 and 2003, you feel really weird about your life. You aren't constantly dabbing or flexing like the newer generation, but you can't really associate yourself with a 90s kid, so life is just weird. And that's the most realistic thing I've ever heard, even though I was born like late 2003, whatever, I fit, right? I mean, at least I feel weird about my childhood because I'm like, I'm a 2000s kid, but also I'm only 14, so I'm technically still a kid. But I wanted to talk about my childhood for a second because I could talk about my childhood for hours. I don't know, I just love my past so much. Mostly love my past. But my parents never let me watch like Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, so whenever anyone's like, were you a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid, I can't really associate myself with either. I only watched a couple shows of each when I was at like my friends' houses or my cousins' houses, because really at home my parents were all about like watching safe television shows for our young child. Now my 9-year-old sister watches South Park and a lot of rated R movies, so that's just proof of what aging parents are like. They're so strict on me and then they don't even care what my little sister does. Anyway, so I watched PBS. That was honestly where I watched most of my things. I did dabble in Jimmy Neutron, which is like the epitome of my childhood. I dabbled in a couple other things from other networks, but PBS was my go-to. My favorite shows from PBS included Arthur. Everybody that you meet has an original point of view. I got out of school at 3:15. I went on a 15-minute bus to the bigger school because I went to a smaller version of the big school, and I went on a mini bus to there, and it was 15 minutes long. It felt like more like 7. It was 7 minutes long, and then I went to my real bus, which was this teeny bus that went far, far away because I live a 20-minute drive from my school, and my parents could take me there, but they could not take me back. That makes total sense because we lived so far away. So I would go on the bus and it would be a very long drive, and I would finally get home at like 4:30, and at 4:30 on the dot, Arthur would air, and I remember it so well. I would always just be like, okay, we came in time for Arthur, turn it on! And like we'd grab the snacks as fast as possible. I'm shaking the camera by shaking so much because a bed somehow is not a very sturdy place to put your camera. Who would have thunk? I would just turn on Arthur and I loved every single episode. Sue Ellen was my favorite character, and DW reminded me a lot of my little sister. Again, the one who can watch South Park now. Just loved it so much. And I don't remember if this was on PBS or a different network, but I also watched Alfred Hedgehog's Great Adventures. I think that was what it was called. I'll insert a picture here. I loved Alfred Hedgehog. I loved that show so much, but I recently rewatched it and it's literally the worst show ever. The plot is just awful and the voices are just like terrible, but I had low standards as an 8-year-old, honestly. Like, I did not care how terrible something was because I wouldn't even notice because I was 8. So I would just watch it and not even care. I also watched a lot of Clifford when I was even younger than 8, before we moved to Oregon. And oh my gosh, I had a lot of questions for that dog. I was like, how did you get so big? I love my parents, but they're not that big. I just really wanted a dog like Clifford. I wanted a cat like that. Like, not knowing that there are lions and tigers. I knew that lions and tigers existed, but I didn't know they were basically just like cats, bigger. But I wanted a cat that was freaking huge. So I would daydream about having something like Clifford, and I would just like ride on him into the sunset like a horse. And I had some weird daydreams as a child, honestly. PBS Kids only had 2 commercials, and it was like, Juicy Juice boxes, or where a kid can be a kid. I totally stole that from The Odd Ones Out because it's just such a good point. I actually don't think they advertised anything else, but that was it. So I just had them like, I have it engraved in my mind, and I was always like, wow, So yeah, Chuck E. Cheese was a thing, and I did not like Juicy Juice juice boxes, and I'm pretty sure every single time a commercial would come on, I would just be like, no! The other thing about PBS Kids that was really weird was they were always like, thank you for watching. And that's something that YouTubers do now, but they say it more like, hi guys, so thank you for watching, bye! But they were just like, thanks, viewers. It was so weird. I just always thought they were kind of creepy, but I was like, you're welcome. I mean, I have to watch this crap because my parents won't let me watch Disney Channel like the cool kid. I will say, I watched a little bit of iCarly as a child, and I loved it. I loved it. I only loved it because I wanted so badly to be a teenager, and I thought they were such cool teenagers, so I wanted to be just like them. I think that's it.
No, Beach, you did not remember everything because you forgot Caillou and Curious George, your two favorite shows as a child. How dare you?
Honestly, like, I could talk about my childhood for so much longer, so if you guys like this video, then just let me know, and I can definitely post more videos just like this. I'm gonna be trying to post every day for the next 2 weeks so I could just get a lot of videos out, because by the time I start school I probably won't have a lot of time to make videos, and I'll probably set a weekly day at a like Sunday or Saturday or something like that, but even then I might not have the motivation to even do that, and I'll probably sleep for hours on end because my days of sleeping are kind of over because I'm starting high school. Yay. Anyways, guys, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Go over here if you would like to subscribe. This is a video that I just recently uploaded, and this is a video that you would probably be interested in. Click all the things. Do all the things. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all later. Bye!